graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ. We got the Phillies back in action today as their spring training begins this afternoon. They're taking on the Toronto Blue Jays, and hopefully they're able to get a W today, and we get to see a lot of progress and some really good things from the young guys, including the guys like Justin Crawford, Gabriel Rinconis, and Eden Miller. Before we do anything further, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell icon too, and that way you will know when we do go live. Welcome back for those of you who have just been following our Phillies content. It's been a little bit of time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your little break. And now it's time to get back into the swing of things. It really is. Phillies taking on, again, the Toronto Blue Jays today. Should be a very good game. Really interested to see how things do work in this afternoon's contest. Before I even do talk a little bit further about anything, I just wanted to let you guys know that this is sort of our first day, too. So there might be a couple of hiccups here and there. We're still getting used to new technical equipment that we have here in our studio, and I just wanted to let you guys know about that. So I might be readjusting things on the fly. I wanted to test out my layout and just try to play around with some things because this is what's going to happen during the season. I really want to try to get a nice little setup going. So just bear with me. If we have any technical difficulties, I do apologize. I just wanted to make sure that I got that out of the way. All right, so let's talk about the starting lineups for this afternoon for the Philadelphia Phillies. So the Phillies have Justin Crawford, Adolis Garcia, Edmundo Sosa, and then it'll be Otto Kemp, Brian De La Cruz, Rafael Marchand, Dylan Moore, and then you got Cairo and Anthony as well for the Philadelphia Phillies. And for the Toronto Blue Jays, they got Ernie Clement, Andres Jimenez, and then it'll be Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Alejandro Kirk, Edison Barger, and then you got Okamoto and Varsho, Schneider, and Lucas. And so that is the lineup for the Toronto Blue Jays. I did just come home. I did not see who's going to be starting today for the Philadelphia Phillies, so I'm curious to see who is going to be the first pitcher that they decide to go with. Look, okay, this is spring training. Mainly what I'm looking for in spring training are the guys that are going to be auditioning for roles on this team. So there's been a lot of talk about Justin Crawford. There's been a lot of talk about Eden Miller. There's been a lot of talk about Andrew Painter and Gabriel Rinconis. Those four guys are really going to be the people that we are going to be looking at because there's holes on this team. And whether it's fair or not fair, they have to have a good spring training. This is really their audition, and they're going to have to really do whatever they can to earn a roster spot during this spring training because the Phillies really need they definitely need depth, and whether you like it or not, this is just how it is. So very interested to see how things do work out for today. I do want to say hello to everybody in the chat. Philly Sports Fan 101 is here. What's going on, Philly Sports Fan 101? Oh, I did not set that up. Oh, darn it. Okay, well, I can't do that today. Spring training to October with JJ, baby. I'm so happy to see you guys. I'm sorry I'm a little bit under the weather today. And then we got the Sixers tonight. Same thing with tomorrow. But, we're still grinding. We're still doing it. I just, if I have to turn off my camera, if I have to mute myself, you guys know I just got to take care of business. So I just wanted to make sure that I let you guys know about that. Otto Kemp, another person that really needs to have himself a very good day today. He does. He has to have a very good spring training in general. I definitely agree with that. I want to see Kemp and Garcia too in the Grapefruit League action. Yeah, no, that's definitely a very, very good point, and I definitely understand what you're saying in regards to that. All right, and then again, we're gonna play around with a couple of things. So if I change the layout for something, let me know if you guys like it or not. Cool J is also here. Colton is here. What's up, Colton? Domi, what's going on? It's good to see you guys back. It really is. It's nice. It doesn't feel like that we are back, but absolutely we are. Oh, man, if you tried to call into the show now, I probably should actually just take this off. That probably would have been a good idea. Let's see, what other tickers do we have? No, that's not gonna work. Not this one. Actually, you know what? That one does kind of work. I don't necessarily like the green. I can change that later. But yeah, so our hotline is not obviously open right now. There's Don Mattingly. Wow. Interested seeing him in a Phillies uniform for sure. So again, Crawford's out in center. Garcia's in right. Sosa is at short. Kemp is out in left field. De La Cruz is DHing. And then you got Marshawn at catcher, Moore at second, and Cairo at third, and Anthony over at first for the Philadelphia Phillies. All right. Looks like it's a beautiful day over there out in Clearwater. Got some sunglasses on. Blue Jays are in their blue and white uniforms. And, again, we'll get you the starting pitchers in just a little bit. Spring training with JJ, baby. Denver was also here. What's up, Den? How you doing, my guy? Yeah. Oh, man. It feels weird to have baseball back. It really does. Feels odd, but you know what? We'll take it. Eric Lauer is going to be the starter for the Toronto Blue Jays this afternoon. Last year, in 28 games, he had a 3.18 earned run average. Lefties were actually hitting .234 against him. Something that obviously the Phillies are really going to have to work on this season is when it comes to facing lefties. Bryce Harper didn't necessarily have as good of a year last year when it came to facing left-handed pitching, and I really want to see how that does improve for this year. And it wasn't even just him, but other left-handed bats too in the lineup did struggle, except for Kyle Schwarber. He did really well. So Crawford's out in center field. We just mentioned this. And, all right, we are ready to get underway. The Blue Jays defense will look like this. They got Vladdy over at first, Clement over at second, Jimenez at short, Okamoto at third. And then it's Kirk catching, Schneider out in left, Lucas in center, and Barger in right field. And the pitcher, of course, is Eric Lauer for the Toronto Blue Jays. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and make sure that you guys turn on the notification bell icons too. We will definitely be looking at chat. Congrats on the upgrades, JJ. I really appreciate that, man. I do. I appreciate it very, very much. For those of you that also don't know, we just got a P.O. box. I will make sure that I will post the address to that once we go to the bottom of the first inning. But I still haven't made my announcement yet. I've been really busy. I've been doing other things. I actually got my office cleaned up yesterday. It took me about 4 hours just to reorganize all my monitors, just because I wanted to change the layout. The first pitch of the season, here it comes to Justin Crawford, and that's going to be taken for a called strike on the outside edge. Last year in 112 games, batted .333 with 7 homers. And here's the pitch, and that's in there for strike 2. So no balls and 2 strikes to Justin Crawford. Wow. Feels weird. It does. He has the sunglasses on. Lefty versus lefty. Number 56, Eric Lauer with the 0-2 pitch, and that's fouled back towards the screen. Yeah. All right. So chat, talk to me. Talk to me about what your thoughts were during this offseason. Are you happy with the Phillies? Are you not happy with the Phillies? Where are you in regards to what they did during the offseason? The 0-2 pitch, and that's outside and a little bit high for ball one. No worries, we will keep the vibes high. That sounds good. Sounds very, very good. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 delivery, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards deep right field, and that ball is going to be hooking towards the right side, but it is a foul ball. Had to hold your breath for a second. That was a screamer. It just hooked foul at the last second, and the count is 1-2. People on Twitter are going bonkers. They're like, I nearly passed out. Almost. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Lauer gets the signs from Kirk, and time is going to be called. Wilson is going to be pitching today for the Philadelphia Phillies. So, Wilson on the mound for Philadelphia. It's Bryce Wilson. Last year at a 6.65 earned run average. I like the layout of the top scoreboard. I think that's cool. Let me change this. And let me change this. I'll scroll up a little bit. The 1-2 pitch. And there's a fly ball hit out over towards left center field, and that's going to hit off the top of the wall. And Crawford is going to cruise on over to second base. He gets himself a stand-up double. Tell you what, when he lined that pitch foul previously, looked like he got a good swing on it. This time, he keeps it fair. It's a double, but nonetheless, the Phillies have their first 2-bag of the season. That is great. 1:09 p.m. Eastern Time is when we got underway. Okay. And we can go here. Nice. Sorry that this is cutting it off. I can change that as the pitch to Adolis Garcia is going to be taken for ball 1. That's a nice shot. It was. Here's the 1-0. That's a little bit outside. Not by much. All right. Is this better? I think that this looks better. Yeah. 2 balls, no strikes. And the windup, or the stretch, I should say, in the pitch, and that's in there for strike 1. So Justin Crawford with a leadoff double. He got a really good swing on that. He sat on it, was patient, just drilled it the opposite way. Really liked what I saw there. 2 balls, 1 strike. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Crawford obviously has a lot of speed as the 2-1 to Garcia is just a little bit inside. David says, I'm really excited to see Adolis Garcia out there as well as the prospects. I agree with that, man. I do. I agree with that very, very much. I like the lineups added to the screen. It's cool. 3 balls, 1 strike. The 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And now the count is full. This is what upgrades get you. It's nice. It's nice to be able to expand. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Big payoff pitch coming up here to Adolis Garcia. 11 pitches in this inning for Lauer so far, and the payoff pitch, and that is flied out over towards the right side of the outfield. Barger is going to be there, and he'll make the catch, and the throw is going to go on over to third base to Okamoto, and there's 1 out. A little bit of an awkward throw there for Madison Barger. Supposed to go to the cutoff man. That's Ernie Clement, but it went a little bit past him. Fly out to right. It's pretty cool. Was the home run nice? It was a good swing. 1 out. The pitch to Sosa, and that's a foul ball. Let's do this. Okay. Last season, Edmundo Sosa played 89 games. Over or under for 90 games for Edmundo Sosa. Is Edmundo Sosa going to play over 90 games or under this year? 0-1. And that's up high for ball 1. And the count is now 1 ball, 1 strike. Damn, Twitter had me thinking that Crawford had a homer simply. It was just a foul ball. It was a foul ball, but then he got on with a double. It was a good swing. 1-1 pitch to Sosa, and that ball is lifted out over towards left center field. It's going to stay in the yard, though. The catch will be made by Santander, and there is out number 2, or Lucas, that is. Crowley says it depends on player health. Just give me a number. I hear you, though. 2 away, top of the first. I think he won't. So you're going to go under 90. Otto Kemp is up to bat. So 2 away in the top of the first. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Crawford leads off. And the pitch. That is outside for ball 1. So it is a 1-0 count. If you were tuning in over on X or on Twitch, I should say, not X, make sure that you guys hit the follow button. The 1-0 pitch to Otto Kemp, and that is swung on and missed. Looked like he got something off speed there. And that'll make the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Crawford still is over at second. He got on with a leadoff double. Garcia flied out to right. And Edmundo Sosa flied out to left. 1-1. The pitch. High for ball 2. 18 pitches so far. Bryce Wilson is going to be the pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies once we go to the bottom of the first. Lauer looks back at second, and the 2-1 pitch. And that hits the inside corner for strike 2. Folks, we are also doing the Sixers game tonight. Don't forget about that. And then tomorrow it's the same thing. Phillies in the afternoon, Sixers in the evening. Hopefully you guys will join in for that. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, top of the first. And Crawford at second. The 2-2 pitch, and that's in there for a called strike 3, a 75-mile-per-hour pitch that Otto Kemp just did not anticipate. And we're going to go to the bottom of the first. Crawford gets on with a leadoff double to start off the Phillies' 2026 season. And we go to the bottom of the first. Ernie Clement is going to lead things off. Okay. What did I say? Kirk just struck out. All right. What's up, Eagles? Eagles 1278 is here. What's going on, man? How are you doing? It's good to see you on here. All right. Let's do this. I kind of want to display the chat again, so bear with me for 1 second as I try to figure that out. How to figure out how to do it again. Let's try. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to take this off. Nope, not that. Kemp was frozen like a statue. All right, so let's take that off for a sec. And let's go to our Ninja chat. See if this works. Let's see. Feature chat. Copy link. Oh wait, that's I want the overlay. Yeah, this is the link that I want. It's Bryce Wilson last year in 20 games ended up having a high ERA. All right, let's try this. Is it going to show up? No. Still doesn't show up. No. Oh, boy. We'll have to play around with it. All right, here we go. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's to Ernie Clement as we are in the bottom of the first inning. PJ with the gifted membership. I appreciate that. PJ, big shout out to PJ. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, if you were not here during my halftime show on Thursday during the Sixers game, PJ, big shout out to him. We just started making a wish list on throwing as the 1-2 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards center field. That's going to get down for a base hit, and that'll drop in front of Justin Crawford. Just take 1 bounce in front of him, and there's a leadoff single in the bottom of the first inning for the Toronto Blue Jays and Ernie Clement. But yes, as I was just talking, my guy just got me a new headset, and that was really, really kind of him. Big shout out again. It's our first gift that we've gotten from Throne. That's so awesome. Bottom of the first, nobody out. The pitch to Andres Jimenez, and that's in there for a strike. And I just didn't have time to even update that list yesterday. I got really caught up doing a lot of stuff. But it was so cool. And I'm super thankful. The ball is 1 strike in the pitch, and there's a ground ball hit over towards second base. The throw over the shortstop. There's 1. The throw to first. There's 2. And that is a double play. Andres Jimenez grounds into a 4-6-3 double play. Good pitch, too. Oh, man. I think that, all right, so we got under. PJ again. Let's go. Let's go. You are the man. Oh, so it does display the chat. That's not what I wanted, though. That sucks. That's not what I wanted. I don't want the overlay. I copied the wrong one. 1 ball, no strikes. That's to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Don't know if you ever heard of this guy, but he's pretty good. Had a very good playoff series last year in the World Series. Had a very good playoffs overall, really. 2 balls, no strikes to Vladdy. And there's 2 gone in the bottom of the first. Clement got on with a single, and then Jimenez grounded into a 4-6-3 double play. There's Marchand behind the plate. They're going to review this. ABS says that it was a ball. Call was confirmed, so it is a 2-0 count. After this, I do have to take a quick step off. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch to Vladdy, and that is fouled away. We'll do it again. When I was cleaning my space yesterday, I think that there was a lot of dust, and so my allergies have been bothering me. Shantae is here. What's going on? How you doing? 2-1, and the pitch. That's down for ball 3. I get like really bad allergies for whatever reason it is. I'm gonna have to go reheat this tea. The 3-1 pitch to Vladdy, and that's just a hair downstairs for ball 4. And Guerrero's going to get on with a walk. Phillies' first ABS challenge of the spring, initiated by Rafael Marchand. And the call was confirmed. So Phillies are 0 for 1 on challenges with the ABS. Here's Alejandro Kirk, who played 130 games last year. Had a .282 batting average. And he stares at a fastball at 93 that is below the strike zone for ball 1. Wilson is now 28 years old. He's from Hillsborough, North Carolina. 6 feet 2 inches tall. The 1-0 pitch to Kirk. And that's in there for a strike. How's everybody's day going so far? Did you guys miss baseball? One ball, one strike, two away. You're in the bottom of the first. There's 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-1 offering is outside and wide for ball 2. Also got the Cardinals taking on the Nationals this afternoon. The Braves are playing against the Rays. They're up 2-0 Atlanta in the bottom of the second. 2 balls, 1 strike in the pitch. And there's a line drive smoked out to center field, and that'll get down for another base hit. And that's going to put runners over at first and second base. Vladdy stops at second. The throw was cut off at short by Sosa. So, Blue Jays have a potential 2-out rally here. One thing about Wilson is that you're not really going to see a lot of high heat from him, and well, because of that, he's going to have to paint his corners. October to February is the longest 4 months of the year, says Haley. Bottom of the first, 2 away, and the pitch to Barger, and he skies this one out to left field. The catch will be made, and the inning is over. That was Kemp who caught it. And so we're going to go to the top of the second. Inning over. Side retired. We'll be back in a little bit. We got the T. It's all good. No balls, 2 strikes. This is Brian De La Cruz, who's up to bat. Former Marlin Brian De La Cruz, and also a Brave as well. 0-2 pitch. That is outside. And taken for ball 1. Why didn't they update it? So we're in the top of the second. Because this is challenged. Okay. It was outside. So the call is confirmed. Okay. Now it's 1-2 strikes. Rogers is pitching for the Blue Jays, and the 1-2 pitch, there's a grounder that hits off the back of the mound and goes over to third, but under the glove of the third baseman, and everybody's going to be safe. So that just took a little bit of a wicked bounce there for Okamoto. Didn't anticipate that bounce. John Schneider, the manager, out there to check up on Rogers. It got a little piece of him, too. He gives the thumbs up signal. So they'll rule it as an infield single. Like it got him just on the back foot. Solid contact, though, by Brian De La Cruz. Thought that it hit the glove first. Top of the second. Nobody out. And Marchand is up, and he takes strike one. Batman is here. Phillies baseball's finally back, baby. Feels good to see you too, my friend. No balls, 1 strike. 0-1 pitch to Rafael Marchand, and that is down for ball 1. Wins and losses this year. Over, under. We'll do over, under 100 for the Phillies. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Will the Phillies get over 100 or under 100? Or will they get exactly 100? 1-2 strikes to Rafael Marchand. And here's the 1-2 pitch. And that's a chopper that's fouled over towards the third base side and out of play. We are 23 subscribers away from getting to the 8,300 marker. Memberships are also $2.99. Crowley says under 100. 1-2 pitch. That's a foul ball. Paul's here. Paul, welcome back to becoming a member. Simply Kenobi says under. Bandman says, I say 90 to 92. Okay. 1-2 is the count. Top of the second. Nobody out here. Marchand in the box, and Rogers with the 1-2 pitch. And another ground ball hit over to third base. Okamoto has it, has to throw it over to first. That was a nice play by him. He just fired a strike over to first base that will advance the runner over to second. But Okamoto flashing the leather and showing that that arm strength as well. Little sidearm throw over to first base and just gave it right into the pocket of Vladdy. Excellent play. So 1 out in the top of the second. And De La Cruz is over at second base. And here's Dylan Moore, former Mariner. Takes ball 1 outside. Eagles says under. I'm going to go over 100 wins for the Phillies. I'm going to go over 100. I'm going to say 101. 101 wins for the Phillies. And I'm going to mark it down. 1-1 strike, 1 out, and the pitch is outside for ball 2. Now, my other question is, if Ranger would have came back, would you have given them more wins? 2-1 strike, and the pitch that's popped up, skied over towards shallow right field. The catch will be made for out number 2 by Ernie Clement. Over 100 wins. I know I'm bugging. What are you smoking, JJ? Did you have too much time off your hands? Nope. I'm going to go 101. 101 for this year. But I still don't trust him in the playoffs. I agree with whoever said 90 to 92. This is Christian Cairo's up. Spent a lot of time in the minors last year. Played 112 games. Did have 2 homers and 28 RBI. The 1-0 pitch from Rogers. It's in the zone. Taken for strike 1. Tyler Rogers, now 35 years old. The pitch. Grounder. Hit over to shortstop. And the throw on over to first base is in plenty of time. And there's out number 3. So we've played 1.5 innings. Okamoto's going to lead things off as we go to the bottom of the second. Phillies have stranded a couple of base runners. How about Spencer Jones? You know, he's gotten a lot of talk for the New York Yankees as their top prospect, and he just demolished, according to baseball references on Twitter, hit a home run that was 408 feet. Wonder if he's going to make the team this year. Oh, man. Wow, preseason game 1. JJ, what's going on, my friend? What is up, Scott? How you doing, man? It's good to see you on here. Again, if you were just tuning on in for the first time, I have a little bit of a new setup. I made a lot of upgrades over the last couple of weeks, and I had to change around my workspace, and so it looks really cool. I don't know if you guys heard the announcement, or if some of you were on for during our halftime show of the last game, but we just got a new desktop. It was not cheap. We invested into that. And that was really cool. Took me a little bit of time to set it all up, so we'll get more sound effects. We got some more screens as well, which is really awesome. And then the other thing too is that we also made ourselves a wish list, and we also got ourselves a P.O. box. Yes, and I did say that I would post the address again, and so I still haven't had time to make the announcement of that, and I apologize. But yes, the P.O. box, the address is P.O. Box address. I'm going to write it down now as we go into the bottom of the second. Might hear some loud typing. I apologize. Okamoto's in the box, and the first pitch from Wilson to Okamoto, and that one is skied foul and out of play. P.O. Box. It is the address. Play by play with JJ, P.O. Box 6, Gibbsboro. Well, no balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch is a little bit outside. That right there is the address. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch, another ground ball hit over towards shortstop. And the throw on over to first base is in plenty of time to get the out. Sorry about that. There we go. That's better. What happened in the offseason to improve in this team, losing Ranger outfield upgrades? Bottom of the second, 1 away. And the pitch, that's in there for a strike. So it's no balls and 1 strike here in the bottom of the second, the Dalton Varsho. Played 71 games last year, had 20 long balls, 55 RBI too. And he smokes one out to right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And he will get on with a long single out to right. Took 1 bounce. And Schneider's going to come on up. So that pitch was a little bit low. Actually went over towards the inside corner, and he ended up ripping it out over to right field. Pretty fast off the bat. Bottom of the second, 1 away. No score between the Phillies and the Jays. Did see Justin Crawford get on with a leadoff double, so that was cool. The pitch to Davis. That's above the strike zone for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. The pitch. It's low for ball two. What's up, Elizabeth? How you doing? Liz is here. Shout out to you. 2 balls, no strikes. The toss back over to first. It's not in time. This was just tweeted out by Jeff Kerr. But Justin Crawford against lefties last year ended up batting .376 and had a .929 OPS against lefties. If you haven't subscribed to him or followed him over on X, I don't know what you're doing. He does an awesome job covering the Phillies and covering Philly sports. 2 balls, 1 strike. The previous pitch was fouled off. Pitch number 25 for Wilson, and that's a grounder. Rolled over to third. The toss to second. There's 1. The throw to first. And that's the second double play that Wilson has been able to manufacture today for the Phillies. All right, so we're going to go to the top of the third inning. No score between Philly and Toronto. Okay. What are some of your favorite Phillies baseball cards, old or new? You know, I'm not like much of a baseball card collector, but I do appreciate cards. Like I do appreciate baseball cards. So again, if you want to send me some, sure. Ryan Howard, my favorite player. I love Ryan Howard. Who else? Who else do I like? I like Roy Halladay. Cole Hamels. Cole Hamels, cool. J-Roll. Worth. But yeah, Howard is number 1. Who else do I like? I like Brad Lidge. I don't know if I have a Brad Lidge card. Young, dominant, lefty starter, worth more than aging slugger. All right, we're in the top of the third. I just heated up this tea. And I forgot about it. No score between the Fightins and the Jays. Crowley says they're relying on their young guys. Hopefully Crawford and Painter can provide that needed spark. And Otto Kemp and Adam Miller too. And I'll be watching out for those guys. So this is actually an important spring training for just watching them, because now they're banking on them, whether it's fair or not. Crowley says, is it fair to bank on them? Maybe not, but that was the Phillies' approach. It's not fair. It's for baseball. It's not fair to rely on them to be the saving grace, if you will. I don't even want to say saving grace. Let me take that back. First pitch, and there's a swing and a miss to start off the top of the third. So down in the count is Anthony. This is Adam Mako pitching. He had a 4.76 ERA last year in the minors. Excuse me, by the way. 0-1. That's going to be called a strike on the outside edge. Yeah, I don't necessarily think that it's fair, because that's going to put you in a really tough spot. It's the veterans that really should have the weight on their shoulders. 0-2 pitch, line drive, foul ball. But maybe, getting them some new juice in the locker room, in the clubhouse, that type of a thing is always good, but to bank on them puts a lot of pressure. No balls, 2 strikes. There's 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 0-2 delivery. Line drive, hit out over towards right center field. It'll be caught, though, for out number 1 in the top of the third. Alex is here. 1 away, top of the third. Crawford in the box again for his second time today. He hit a long ball, but it was foul. And then on the next pitch, or a couple pitches after that, really, ended up getting a double. Lined it out to left center. He's ahead in the count 1-0 here. And the pitch. That was a 95-mile-per-hour fastball that Crawford just got a piece of. He's 22 years old, from Phoenix, Arizona. Obviously, his father, Carl Crawford, played for the Rays. 1-1. That's a check swing foul ball towards the third base dugout. Any of you guys going to Clearwater to watch some of the games? That's on my bucket list. I haven't done that yet. 1-2 is the count. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the pitch. Another foul ball. Long ball. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you very, very much. I'm so used to looking at chat over here. But now we're looking at it over here. That's going to change. That's just temporary for now. The pitch on the way, there's a swing and a miss. And there's out number 2 in the top of the third. No score between the Fightins and the Jays. So 2 up, 2 down. Yankees, as we talked about before, they're up 3-2 against the Detroit Tigers. Said that Spencer Jones at a long ball. This is Adolis Garcia getting his second crack at it today. And he stares at the pitch outside for ball 1. 9 total pitches for Mako. The 1-0 inside. Astros have a 1-0 lead against the Washington Nationals. Braves are also up 5-0 to the Tampa Bay Rays. The 2-0 delivery. There's a fly ball. This one's hit out over towards left field. Not even warning track power, though. And the catch will be made, and there's out number 3. So the Phillies are not able to get home any runs so far in 3 innings. We're going to go to the bottom of the third, and we'll be right back. Folks, if you're just tuning on in for the first time, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Zach McCambley is going to pitch. He pitched in 47 games last year for the Phillies in the minors and ended up posting a 2.9 ERA. First pitch that he throws, off speed, and then swung on and missed. Looked pretty deceptive out of his hand. This is Nathan Lucas who's up to bat. Hitting 255, 12 long balls, and 65 runs batted in last year. The 0-1 pitch. That's fouled off of his front foot. Anybody watching the Olympics? Let me know what you guys have enjoyed so far about the Olympics, if you have been watching. No balls, 2 strikes to Nathan Lucas. Cambley on the bump. Lines up and fires. And that is on the outside corner for a called strike 3. Good fastball thrown by him. And there is out number 1. There we go. We got a strikeout, too. That's awesome. That is sick. Got to refresh this page. Nice. So he went cutter, and 4-seamer to get the first out of the 3rd inning. Ernie Clement is up. 1 away, bottom of the 3rd. McCambley's going to throw the next pitch outside for ball 1. Zach is 26 years old. 1 ball, no strikes. The windup and the pitch. It's in there for strike 1. It's from Netcong, New Jersey, which is technically in Morris County. For those of you that are familiar with the Jersey area, it's considered a borough in southwestern Morris County. The pitch. There's a foul ball. I was going to say, I don't know if I ever heard of Netcong, New Jersey. But now I have an idea of where it is. The 1-2 delivery, that's going to be in the dirt and also outside for ball 2. I got a lot of cool things planned for the channel this year, guys. I'm really excited. You'll get to hear more things as the season gets closer, I'm hoping. The 2-2 pitch. It's outside for ball 3. And also low as well. But we got a lot of big things this year. A lot of big ambitions planned for baseball. And I am just super excited. So even if the team's not doing well, hopefully we'll still keep you entertained. The 3-2 pitch, nets low for ball 4. And so there's a 1-out walk to Ernie Clement. Tip this back up. Nice. Why does it say on this? Oh. That makes sense. Okay. Let's toss back over to first. That is not in time. I don't really like this team, says Larry. Bottom of the 3rd, 1 out. Runner on over at first. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1, and that's outside. Bowl, Marstadt, Turner, Harper, Alvarado, Topper, Dombo. I'd almost prefer to root against them. You put Harper in that combo. It's interesting. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 away in the bottom of the 3rd. And the next pitch is fouled back towards the screen. Yeah. Look, the bottom line is that the Phillies had one job to do during the offseason, and that was just to get better. They failed to do that. The 1-1 pitch. That's a foul ball. And see what now is happening is, yeah, they're banking on Adolis Garcia to have an all-star type of a year, which that's a big gamble. Not only that, you brought in Brad Keller. You lost Strom. 1 ball, 2 strikes in the 1-2. That is in the dirt for ball 2. And your best lefty is Alvarado out of your bullpen. Alvarado and Banks. I like Brad Keller. I think that that'll be a good signing. But we'll see. 2-2 pitch. That's another foul ball. Just from an organizational standpoint, though, if your goal is to try to win a World Series, and you've fallen short every single year since you started this process, why do you stay complacent? You also lost Ranger, too, which I didn't mention that. 2-2. That's a foul ball. That also tells me that now they're banking on Andrew Painter. And he didn't have a good year last year. Not saying that he can't bounce back, because he can, but he didn't do well. That's the story. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. 1 out, bottom of the 3rd. McCambly gets set from the stretch. And the pitch. Ground ball, dive and stop over at first base. And, well, they're just going to get the easy out over there. Didn't have time to throw it on over to second. And there's 2 gone. Nice play by Keaton Anthony over at first to make that dive and stop. I've watched compilations of skiing and snowboarding crashes. USA Canada hockey final should be fire. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd. And Vladdy's up again. This time he'll take a pitch inside. So that was Jimenez who grounded out over to first. That was a 7-pitch at-bat. Vladdy has a red elbow guard and a red sleeve under that elbow guard. The 1-0 pitch. That ball smoked out over to center field. Thank goodness Crawford is there, though, and he'll make the catch. And the inning is over. The side is retired. We're going to go to the 4th inning. No score between Philadelphia and Toronto. Is there a player on this team you do like, Larry? Jeez. He likes Kyle Schwarber. He likes Christopher Sanchez, for sure. JT. Larry's a JT guy. Larry is a JT guy. But Larry was a Harper guy. And I'm wondering what changed for him. Was it the comments? Was it just like the lack of I don't know. I'm curious. I'd like to hear his thoughts about that. And then who else? Who else do you got? Wheeler. How can you not like Zach Wheeler? How can you not like Duran? You got to like those guys. Luzardo. I'll tell you, I don't think he's going to get enough love, but Taijuan Walker, I've come around on him. I've come around on him a little bit, whether you like it or not. I've come around because I know that he was paid a lot. I understand. But this guy had a terrible ERA for so long. And we just wanted him to just be able to go out there and be in innings either. And he took everything on the chin. He did. And he finally went out there, and it didn't matter what role he was in. He went out there, he did his job, and, you know, that's the type of person that he is. I think that he showed a lot of maturity. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on it. He's not my favorite player, but I've come around a little bit on him. I was really tough on Taijuan Walker. I've been very tough on him. said that I didn't even want him on the roster last year during spring training. You can go back to that. I like Sosa. Yeah, he likes Sosa too. Top of the fourth, nobody out. And speaking of Edmundo Sosa, well, guess who's up to bat? He is. Oh, yeah, I forgot to add Schwarber. 1 ball, no strikes. Harper's not a leader. The 1-0 pitch, that's outside for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes in the top of the fourth. Mako's still pitching, and the pitch is down and in for ball 3. Let's play a little game. Let's play a game. Okay. 3 balls, no strikes. The 3-0 pitch. That is just outside for ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk. All right, so let's play a little game. We're going to play a game called Bryce Harper over under stats. Bryce Harper batting average. First things first. 270. Above or below. Over or under. On the 270 average for Bryce Harper. The 0-1. Coming on up in just a couple of seconds. First pitch was fouled off by Otto Kemp. Did baseball already start? Just started today. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 is high for ball 1. Bryce Harper batting average 270. Over or under? You taking the over or the under for Bryce Harper hitting 270? LP says over. Okay. Larry says under. Okay. The 1-1 pitch. That's a foul ball. Hit back behind home plate. And it'll be a souvenir. Okay. $30 homers. Over or under? For 30 home runs for Bryce. The 1-2. There's a line drive hit out over towards left field, and that's going to slice foul. Larry literally just read my mind. Literally just said 30 homers. He probably typed it just before. But, yeah, 30 homers. Okay. Under 30 homers. Why under 30? Why over 30? 1 ball, 2 strikes. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. The 1-2 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards center field. And that's going to be caught for out number 1. So there's 1 gone in the 4th. Eric says exactly 30. Okay. $85 runs. You're going to go over or under for 85 for Bryce Harper. Will Bryce Harper get 85 runs, or will he go over or under that? 1 away, top of the 4th. The pitch to De La Cruz. It's up high. I missed this. 1-0 pitch. That's a foul ball. That one's going to go on out of play. Last year, Harper had a 261 average. So he went under 270. He went under 30 homers. And as far as runs scored goes, he went under the 85 marker. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're judging based off of last year. Gotcha. 1-2 pitch. There's a swing and a miss. It's to Brian De La Cruz, and there's out number 2. How many runs? So are we going over or under on the 85 marker for Bryce Harper? Eric says over. I'm going to go over, too. I'm going to say Harper gets 90 runs. 2 outs. The pitch is down for a ball. I'm going to forget half the things that I say from this. I need to definitely be taking notes. I should. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs, top of the 4th. 1-0 pitch. It's in there for a strike. All right, so we got under for runs. What else? What else do we want to do? We'll do OPS. 1-1 pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards center field. That's going to be caught for out number 3. We're going to go to the bottom of the 4th. All right. Blue Jays coming on up to bat. We'll do OBS next. Stay on for that. We're going to take a little step off. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're in the bottom of the 4th. Phillies taking on the Blue Jays. For those of you that are just tuning on in, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Thank you all so much for being on here. First Phillies game of the season. We're happy to be back. That's for sure. Max Lazar is going to pitch. Familiar face, of course, for those of you who followed last year. He played in 36 games, had a high ERA, was called up a couple of times for the Phillies when they had injuries. So to lead things off, it'll be Alejandro Kirk, who's going to be in the box. He's 1 for 1 today. First pitch to Kirk, and it's a foul ball. So back to our conversation about Bryce Harper. We're playing a little game. We did over-under for 270 batting average. We did over-under for 30 homers. We did over-under for 85 runs. Next is OPS. 0-1. That's in there for strike 2. So my over-under for OPS is going to be 800. Is he going to go over or under? Or sorry, not 800. Sorry, 900. 0-2. And that is inside for a ball. Last year, his OPS was at 844. The year before that, it was at 898. And then in 2023, it was at 900. So is he going to get back to 900 with his on-base plus slugging percentage? 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Max Lazar goes with an off-speed pitch. And there's a strikeout here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Over-under for 900 for Bryce Harper's OPS this year. Over-under how many wrist, elbow, shoulder injuries for Harper? 1.5. Mr. Sarcasm, we missed you. 1 out, the pitch. That's outside for ball 1. I'm happy to see you back on here, man. It's good. Here's the 1-0. Lazar goes with an off-speed pitch that's in there for a strike, actually. Wow. One pitch to Addison Barger. That swung on and missed. 900 under, says Larry. Over under 900 OPS. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a 94 mile per hour pitch that is high for ball 2. Over 800 and under 900, says Larry. Two balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch is lined out to center field. Crawford's there, makes the sliding catch, and there's 2 gone. Got a good read on it. And there's 2 away in the bottom of the 4th inning. Nice play by Justin Crawford. Had to come on in and just slide over towards home plate and was able to catch it in stride. And now it's Kazuma Okamoto who is coming on up to the plate. Bottom of the 4th, 2 gone. The pitch is high for a ball. March is going to be a very busy month for us, guys. We are going to be doing March Madness. We're doing World Baseball Classic, Phillies Spring Training, and the Sixers. It's going to be a heck of a month for us. We hope that you guys will tune on into all the content. The pitch, grounder, rolled over to third base, and the throw on over to first is in plenty of time. There's out number 3. I'm sorry I keep having to step off, but I got to take care of these allergies, and I don't like doing that type of business on stream. So, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Have a new pitcher for the Toronto Blue Jays. It'll be C.J. Van Eyck. Welcome aboard, everybody. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell icon, too. If you are new, we do play by play for Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football. We're also going to be doing a lot of baseball content this year. Last year we did Diamond Zone. We're bringing that back this year. And we're going to be doing some more out-of-market games. Top of the fifth, first pitch, grounder, rolled over to shortstop, and the throw to first is in plenty of time to get the first out of the fifth inning. That was out of Kemp. That was up at the plate. JJ is allergic to underachieving teams. I want to fix this Ninja Chat thing. Again, I have a new setup, so this is not on my laptop. This is all on the desktop, man. It's powerful. 1 ball, no strikes. Van Eyck on the mound facing Cairo. And the count is now 2-0. How about this? Justin Crawford, Rookie of the Year. 2-0. Swing and a miss. And that'll make the count now 2-1. Does Justin Crawford win Rookie of the Year? It's a very good one. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the 2-1 offering is in the zone at the knees for strike 2. It was a 97-mile-per-hour fastball. For some reason, I don't know. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. There's 2 gone in the 5th inning. According to MLB.com, there was an article that was written by Brian Murphy, and that was on February 8th. And he said that amongst 14 rookies made the cut, they spotted the rookies who were projected to accrue at least 1.4 Fangraphs WAR this season. And this was from Steamer. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. That's outside. So, number 1 is Kazuma Okamoto for the Blue Jays. They expect that he's going to have a 2.5 WAR. Trey A. Savage is number 2. Remember, he was technically not a rookie last year, even though he pitched in the playoffs. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. That's going to be in there for strike 2. Tied for 3rd is Guardians outfielder Chase DeLauter. Hopefully I said that correctly. J.J. Weatherholt for the Cardinals. Forgot to mention that Chase is on the Guardians. He's an outfielder for them. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch is fouled away. And then you got Nolan McLean for the Mets. His WAR is supposed to be at 2.0. Munetaka Murakami for the White Sox. It's also tied for 5th. 2-2. That's a pie for ball 3. And then there's Bubba Chandler for the Pirates. Logan Henderson for the Brewers. Tatsuya Imai for the Astros. They picked him up. And Carter Jensen for the Royals. He's a catcher. 3-2 pitch to Anthony, and that's inside for ball 4. And there's a 2-out walk. And Justin Crawford is going to come back up for his 3rd appearance today. JJ's new setup will add 1.5 wins for the Phils. Top of the 5th, 2 gone. The pitch to Crawford. It's inside. There's some good rookies this year. The rookies are going to be fun to watch. I think that we have a really good class. McLean, Murakami, Amai, 1 ball, 1 strike, and next pitch is going to come on up. Crawford, Painter. There's some good ones. Spencer Jones gets a call up. Bubba Chandler, of course. 1-1 pitch to Crawford, and that's smoked, and that's going to be off the glove of the shortstop. He tried to leap up in the air and make the catch, couldn't do so. And Crawford is going to get rewarded with his second hit of the game. It's an infield single that was lined and smoked over towards Jimenez. Had to go towards his left, react very quickly, and just popped on out of the glove. Most improved team this year. The Athletics, says Larry. Most improved team. Most improved. I would say the Mets. Just kidding. Top of the fifth, 2 away. 2 runners on. I do think that the Mets are going to make the playoffs, though. Next pitch, and that's a foul ball. I think Pittsburgh is going to take another step up, says Doug. It could, especially with Bubba. They could. They got some nice young guys. No balls, 1 strike, 2 gone in the top of the 5th inning. The Orioles are going to be improved. The ball is 1 strike in the pitch, and that's outside. The toss back over to first, and Crawford is safe. Took a wide leap over at first base. One ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. And the next pitch, that's a foul ball. Do you guys hear an echo? Or is that just me hearing things? Let me know. Doug says, decent pitching, some more talent in the field. It only makes sense, right? 1-2 pitch. Grounder rolled over towards the third base side, spinning and turning and firing a strike on over to first base for out number 3. That was a very nice play there. Very nice indeed, made by Akamoto. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th inning. All right. Bottom of the 5th. And now I forget this, and I apologize, but I got to scroll down more for you guys to be able to just see this. That sucks. Well, there's Crawford over on that side. So, yes. So these are the stats today for the Jays. I got to scroll down because it's spring training. No echo. Okay, good. Good. That makes me happy. Chat. I need to have an honest conversation with you guys. And I really want to get your input on this. It's really a question. It's not, no one's in trouble, nothing like that. I really want to hear your feedback because your feedback really does matter to me. And I really want to get your insight. And now's the time to have these conversations while we're in the early process. If you can tell, I'm very laid back today. I'm actually really not even physically feeling my best, but no excuses. We show up. I mean, that's just what it is. But my question that I have for you, and really think about this, what are your expectations for me this year? Like, what do you expect from this channel this year? As far as, maybe I should reword the question. Is there, here's the question. Is there anything different that I didn't do last year that you would like us to incorporate this year to the streams? That's a better way to put the question. The pitch. That's up high for a ball. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Anything that we didn't do last year that you would like us to do this year? 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. For those of you that missed it, we do have a P.O. box now. So that's cool. That's something that we didn't do last year. And I got to copy and paste that address for you. Nope, that's not the right link. Next pitch. That is outside for ball 2. I'm just going to have to copy this again, don't I? Two balls, one strike. Next pitch, and that's outside for ball 3. Did I typed it in before, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Three balls, one strike. The next pitch, there's a fly ball that is lifted out to deep left center field, and that is going, and gone. That is Addison Barger able to give the Blue Jays a 1-0 lead against Seth Johnson and the Philadelphia Phillies. That was not coming on back. Get you the distance in just a little bit. Play. The pitch. That is swung on and missed. That's to Davis Schneider. This is our P.O. box address right here. 1 ball, 1 strike. That is to Davis Schneider. Next pitch. That's down and in for ball 2. Joseph says, "You are the best, JJ. No problem." Well, I want to improve. I want to take this to another level. And if you guys have any ideas of stuff that we can incorporate to the channel, if you have any expectations from me, I'd like to know. You know, this is really a straight up conversation. 3 balls, 1 strike. Now's the time to have these. It really is. Bottom of the 5th, and the pitch from Johnson, and that's low for ball 4. Maybe a plate so we can see pitch locations. Okay, that's an interesting idea. Actually, what we are gonna do, we're gonna do something else. Should I say it? I'll leave you in suspense with that. As far as display goes, we got something else in mind this year. Bottom of the 5th, nobody out. And that'll be addressed. Yes, it will. That's a good one. But that's going to be addressed. 1 ball, no strikes. I won't spoil anything else. Bridget? Oh, Bama. What's going on, Bama? How are you? So let's say, who's Bridget? 1 ball, no strikes. Lucas in the box. Batting on the left side, of course. 1-0 pitch. Rounder hit back over to Johnson. The throw over to second. There's 1. The throw to first. That's the 3rd double play that the Phillies pitching staff today has been able to provide. So 2 away in the bottom of the 5th inning. So if you guys want to send me baseball cards, if you want to send me merch or jerseys or shirts or whatever it is, anything, as long as it's appropriate. I will be doing live P.O. box openings on stream every Wednesday. It'll be during the 5th inning. So that'll be really cool. So if you do send gifts, I will make sure that we open them on stream. That'll be awesome. 1 ball, no strikes. It's a 1-0 score. Blue Jays have the upper hand right now. The pitch, that's a foul ball. Is this like preseason game of the NBA? Yeah. We do have a great place here. It's awesome. Yeah, this is spring training. It's preseason. That's how it's going to be for the next month. 1-1 pitch. Another chopper. That one is fouled. Leo Jimenez getting his first at-bat of the 2026 season. JJ, I got something cool to send you. Remind me if I forget. I got you. 1-2 is the count. 2 gone in the bottom of the 5th. It definitely took time to get the P.O. box set up, but we did it. 1-2, and the pitch. That's outside for ball 2. But more so, like, do you guys want more interviews? Do you want more, like, besides just play-by-play content, do you want more podcasts? Do you want, I don't know, like, I guess that those are my types of questions. Do you want us to do more, like, man-on-the-street interviews, like more in-person stuff? The 2-2, and that's inside and low for ball 3. I'm trying to get a couple of things set up for this year. We are definitely going to be doing some more charity streams, which I'm excited about as well. That's all I will say about that. 3-2 pitch, ground ball hit over towards first base. It was a diving stop by Keaton Anthony, and the tag over to first base is in plenty of time. And we're going to go to the top of the 6th. Okay, 1-0 Jays. Coming up is Sosa, Kemp, and De La Cruz. So, yeah. Those were really more of my questions. Do you want more interviews? Do you want more collabs? Like, that's something else that we could possibly do. I am going to be doing one collab that I know of during the end of spring training. We're getting that set up, so that's cool. It'll be a collaboration stream. I don't really want to do a lot of collab play-by-plays during the year. It's no offense to anybody else, but I just feel like that, when we've done it in the past, it becomes more so like a watch party because we're on different pages. Like our games are not in sync, and when they try to get in sync, there's just always some sort of a delay, and it's distracting. I don't necessarily like that. If it was in person, I'd say that that's cool. But we are doing that. We're going to be doing one of those during spring training. But we could definitely do some more, I don't know, we could do some more pregame shows and try to get like some creators on. I know that Nick's Film School, what they do is before a game, if they play like the Sixers or something, or if they play the Pacers, they'll get like a Pacers creator or a Pacers writer, and they'll have like a little pregame show that they do just based off of like what their opponents have been going through this year. Maybe we could do that. I don't know. So, but yeah, I'm talking about collabs, not during the play-by-plays, but collabs just like, you know, other baseball pods. So many games. Yeah. We are going to be doing games. Have staff meetings. That's a good idea. The pitch. That is going to be on the outside corner at the knees for a strike. Staff meetings are nice. We are getting the Discord back, so that's cool. 0-1. Grounder rolled over to shortstop. And the throw on over to first base was a little bit off the line, but first baseman did tag out Sosa. And there's out number 1. A roundtable podcast. Okay. Roundtable pod with halftime, hardcore, Dr. Delay, or whoever. That's good too. I like this feedback. 1-0 is the count in the next pitch, and that's a line drive foul ball. I do want to try to call at least one game in person this year. Do like a game at a bar. I think that would be really cool. I really want to take this like to another dimension. And I know I keep saying that, but I'm putting my blood, sweat, and tears into this. But if there's stuff that I haven't thought about, or if there's other ideas that you have, I love the feedback. Because this is also your channel, too. Don't worry, JJ. We will tell you what to do. We are not shy. No balls, 2 strikes in the pitch, and that's outside for a ball. It's good. I don't want you to be shy. I want you to tell me things straight up. I'm a confrontational type of a person. I really am. I didn't used to be that way, but I like it when people confront me. I like it when people say, nah, don't do it like this. As long as you have backup and like you're able to back up your responses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 6th. And the next pitch, and that's down in the dirt for ball 3. You can't really do a game in person, can you? By game in person, I mean like going out to a bar and doing like a live watch party, but doing it with actual play-by-play. And then have like prizes to give away to people that show up in person, that type of a thing. The pitch, and that's outside for a ball. Top of the 6th, 1 away. I am planning on going to at least one game during the summertime and doing a collab that will just be recorded. Obviously, we're not going to be calling the game that day, but doing some sort of a collab in person. And once I find out more about that, I will let you guys know. But that is really in the books too. So might do a little tailgate, might do a meet and greet, that type of a thing. That would be really sick too. 1 ball, no strikes. And the 1-0 pitch, that is going to be taken for a strike. Maybe call some Phillies minor league games on off nights. That's an interesting idea. It's all good feedback. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the next pitch, and that is inside for ball 2. No, I mean in the stands at the game. No, I can't do it in the stands because I'd have to bring my equipment with me, and it would be really, really loud, so it would just not be, like, I'd have to tell everybody to shut up. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the next pitch is in there for strike 2. I'd be like, yo, I'm calling a game here. Sit down. Get out of my way. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch is going to be on the outside corner for a called strike 3. But De La Cruz, I think, is going to challenge this. It's weird to say that. De La Cruz is going to challenge this. It looked like it hit the outside corner. So it is going to be a strikeout to Brian De La Cruz. My guy B Blazin is here. What's going on, man? Big shout out to you. I'm more of a basketball fan than a baseball fan, but I'm a Philadelphia fan with every single team. I was born and raised in Carneys Point, New Jersey. Shout out to Carneys Point. Yes. No balls, 1 strike. This is live, yeah. No balls, 1 strike to Rafael Marchand. And there's 2 away. And the next pitch is going to be in the dirt for a ball. Almost skipped past the catcher, but not too far away. And then it'll be 1-1. JJ is live for most Phillies games. Yeah, for most. I do a lot of baseball content on this channel. First spring training game. Top of the 6th, 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-1, and that is up high for ball 2. I did write down all of the major events that are going on in baseball this year. The other thing, if you guys do, want to send me things, the other thing that I forgot to mention, the 2-1, and there's a grounder hit over towards the right side, and the throw on over to first is in plenty of time for out number 3. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. So something that I'm trying to do this year as well is I'm trying to really, I wrote down the dates like for Mother's Day, for, Veterans Day, and all that stuff. I do not have a Mother's Day Phillies hat. I do not have an Army Phillies hat, or any of those types of gear. So if you guys also are like looking for ideas of stuff to send me to the PO box, like those are really, really good ones. So I just wanted to point that out there too. I'm really gonna try to dress up. I think the Mother's Day, what is it, on the 20th?
Let's go,
this year?
JJ.
So anyway you look at it, I'm still gonna find a way to get that type of stuff. But if you guys want to send me that too, that would be great, because I want to really make sure that for every stream that there's a big day. Like on Jackie Robinson Day, it's number 42. I'm not going to be able to stream that game because I'm actually going to be away. That's going to be one of the times this year that I am away during that. Be blazing with the gifted membership. Appreciate it, man. Be blazing with the $10 super chat. Let's go. Yes, let's go. First super chat of the 2026 season. Let's go. Oh, man. Had to do that. Thank you so much. Hardcore Dave says his door is always open. It's a Philly standoff. Fan Appreciation Day. You can give us all gifts. We will be doing some more giveaways this year. That'll be cool too. Nolan Hoffman is going to pitch for the Phillies. He has a 4.85 ERA. And the pitch, there's a grounder hit over towards Hoffman, and he misplays it. Actually, it wasn't really an easy play for him. He had to charge on over towards the left side of the field and bobbled it, and that's going to be rewarded as an infield single. Took a bounce, and I think that he sort of got lost. As soon as the ball was hit, I think that he took a step towards the left side and ended up going over towards his right. Nonetheless, though, it's an infield single. 1-0 Jays. And here's the pitch. That's a foul ball. No balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 6th. Hoffman gets set above the belt, just below the letters. The 0-1 delivery inside. You want me to do the gold medal game tomorrow? Larry says yes. B. Blazin says yes. Okay. Haven't really been following hockey as much. I mean, I've been watching. I've been like more of a casual watcher. But if you guys want, I could do it. 1-2 pitch. That ball is absolutely scorched out to right field, and that is a no doubt about it home run to make it 3-0 Jays. What a shot. As soon as that thing was hit, you just knew that that was not going to come on back. So it's a 3-0 lead for the Toronto Blue Jays, and that 2-run slam just added on to their lead. That was Keys who ended up hitting that shot. Looked like he got a pitch right down the middle and missed its spot. So Sean Keys, who's 22 years old, ends up putting the Jays up 3-0. And now it's Stubbs who comes on up to the plate. Then he's going to line one out to right field for a base hit, and that'll take a bounce against Nolan Hoffman. So he's been getting eaten up in this inning. It's at 8:10 a.m. Eastern Time. Ooh, man. That's what time it is tomorrow? All right. If you guys want us to do it, I'll do it. I will. 3-0 Toronto. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And nobody out in the bottom of the 6th. In the pitch. Nets down and in for a ball. Paul McIntosh just came on in for Rafael Marchand. Wanted to make sure that I put that out there. I forgot what it was like keeping score during spring training, and I just didn't even bother doing it because there's just so many substitutions. Next pitch, and that's a foul ball. Brian Rincon came on in to replace Edmundo Sosa at short. Leover Peguero also replaced Dylan Moore at second base. Pedro Leon is in the outfield in left. Dante Norrie's in center. Dylan Campbell's in right. And Carson DeMartini, you probably heard of during last year's spring training, is over at third base. And speaking of DeMartini, he just dropped a foul ball. That ball was popped up over towards the third base side. It was an easy play, and he just dropped it. Bars will be open here tomorrow at 6 a.m. Jersey's going to get slammed with snow tomorrow night. It's great. I don't know how he just dropped that. 1 ball, 2 strikes, bottom of the 6th. After this, I do have to take a step off and take care of business. Again, we're battling allergies over here. The 1-2. Wide. Eight a.m. Eastern Time. How much snow did you guys get? Where you guys are. Where's everybody tapping on in from? Just want to know what types or where fans are tuning on in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. That is going to be down and in for ball 3. And that'll make the count 3-2. Please, brothers, just be blazing. Yeah. I might be a little bit rusty. But you guys want me to do it, so I'll do it. Even if you don't understand the players' names, that's okay. It's a place just to watch together. I got you. I got you. I'll do it. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the 3-2 pitch, and that's a foul ball. Make sure, though, that you're on at 8. You're probably not going to get a notification because the YouTube algorithm, the way that it works is they know, like, what people tend to click on. Like, when we go live for the Phillies, of course, people know that we're doing the Phillies game. But it doesn't always do that for the Sixers and for the other teams as well. So especially because we haven't called a hockey game this year. Keep the, what was I trying to say? 3-2 pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. That was actually a good pitch by Hoffman. Was able to get him to foul tip it into the glove for strike 3. Just make sure that you're on the channel. We'll be on. So, Harrisonburg, Virginia. No snow here in Florida. Our forecast is 8 to 12. Jersey is more like 16 inches. Yeah, there's going to be a lot. Middletown, PA, Delaware. Says Disney Mickey Superfan. What's up, dude? How you doing? The pitch. That's going to be sliced out to left field, and it'll be get down for a base hit. The throw is going to be drawn on over to third base, and the runner is safe. That's Stubbs, who goes all the way from first to third. And McAdoo ends up getting himself a double. Not really hit hard. Just sliced it out to left field over the shortstop's head. So, Nolan Hoffman's not really doing a good job in this game. He's left a lot of pitches up in the zone. Saw the 2-run shot that he just gave up to Keys. They will actually say that McAdoo gets on with a single and then he advanced on over to second base because of the throw that was made over to third. The ball is 1 strike. That's to Tarota, who is pinch hitting for Varsho. This is Riley Tarota. Played in AAA last year, batted .268, and had a dozen homers. 0-1 is the count. The pitch. Foul ball. Ronaldo! What's up, Ronaldo? Good to see you. The ball's 2 strikes. Bottom of the 6th. 1 out. Who was our starter today? Our starter today was Bryce Wilson. 3-0 Jays. 0-2 pitch. That's inside for ball 1. Bryce Wilson, he went 2 innings today. Ended up allowing 3 hits and 1 walk. Didn't strike out a batter, though. 1-2 is the count. And the next pitch is outside. Serena! What's up, Serena? It's good to see everybody back. Again, folks, apologize, but battling some allergies over here. Did a lot of cleaning yesterday to get the setup up and going the right way, the way that I want it. 2-2 pitch, and that is on the outside corner for a called strike 3. So once the inning is over, we'll be taking the step off. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien. Muy bien. ¿Usted? 2 outs. And a pitch, and that's outside for a ball. Actually, that was called a strike. Hit the outside corner. My bad. Definitely need to take a break after this. The ball is on 1 strike. There's 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. There's the 0-1 pitch. And that is in there for strike 2. That was an 80-mile-per-hour pitch. Looked like it was a curveball. The count is 0-2. This is R.J. Schreck, who played 105 games in the minors last year. He's a power hitter. Definitely has some pop in the bat. 18 home runs. 0-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Hoffman does strike out the side. However, gives up a 2-run homer and gives up quite a few base runners. 3-0. Phillies have been shut out so far in this game. We're going to go to the 7th. When we come back, though, do the Phillies have a response? Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. The Phillies this afternoon only have 3 hits. They've been shut out 3-0 against the Toronto Blue Jays. As we go to the top of the 7th inning, first pitch, and that is down for a ball. This is Peguero who's up to bat for the Philadelphia Phillies. Liover Peguero. He lines one foul towards the right side. And again, if I'm mispronouncing a name, please make sure that you correct me. I'm not perfect. I'm human. I'm not AI. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch, that's a swing and a miss. Peguero's 25 years old. Remember, he was with the Pirates. Played with them from 2022 to 2025. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That looked low, not by much. And the count is now 2-2. The guy that's pitching for the Toronto Blue Jays, as the 2-2 pitch is down for a ball, that's Jack Cushing. Cushing is 29 years old from Flower Mound, Texas. That is, they say that's located in Denton and Tarrant counties. Next pitch, that's going to be low. And Peguero gets on with a leadoff walk. Went to Georgetown University, played there for 4 years, then was selected by the Athletics in the 22nd round of the 2019 draft. Top of the 7th. Phillies down 3-0 in the pitch, and that's down and away for a ball. You know, I didn't know this. And actually, maybe I did know it, but I forgot about it. When A.J. Brown did go on Edelman's and Gronkowski's podcast, he talked about how he was drafted. He was in the MLB draft. I didn't know that he got drafted by a major league team. But I remember when he was taking batting practice with the Phillies a couple of years ago. 1 ball, 1 strike in the pitch, and there's a ground ball hit over towards third. The throw, the second, there's 1. The throw back to first. That's not in time. He was taken by the Padres, A.J. Brown. He was a 19th round pick. And that was out of high school back in 2016. Just made me think about that, though. It's a 5-4 fielder's choice. 1 gone, top of the 7th. And it's 32. Gosh. 1 out, top of the 7th, and the pitch. There is a ball. This is Dante Nori. Played in 125 games last year. One out. It's inside for ball 2. Yeah, he was a center fielder. Call is actually overturned, according to the ABS system, and now it's 1 ball, 1 strike. One gone, top of the 7th. The next pitch, and that's up high for ball 2. The throw to second base, and that is not in time. So, that was Leon, who was over at first base, who was able to swipe second. And the throw for the Jays catcher looked, honestly, I thought that was on the money. See, was the tag late? It was. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch is low for ball 3. So that was Stubbs who made the throw. 3 balls, 1 strike. We're in the 7th inning. 1 out. And the pitch. Another foul ball. We will not be doing post-game shows. We won't be doing like traditional post-game shows during spring training. But what we will do during the regular season, and I will obviously make sure that I announce this, is after every single game, we're doing a post-game show. We're taking Discord phone calls, and we're taking phone calls from the phone number as well. So you guys can call on into the show, and we can talk more Phils. We're doing pregame shows. We're making this, once the season does start, it's going to be crazy. Next pitch, and that's on the inside corner for a called strike 3. And there's out number 2 in the top of the 7th. The only times that we won't be doing full post-game shows is if there's playoff games for the Sixers, of course. And if it's a back-to-back. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch is in the dirt. Dion just went on over to third base, advanced on the wild pitch. And up to bat now, as the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. It's Carson DeMartini, guy that dropped the foul ball. Hope you bring back trivia. Of course, going to bring that back during the regular season. That's cool. We're doing P.O. Box openings on Wednesdays during the 5th inning. That'll be awesome for every week. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the next pitch is swung on and missed. And now the count is 1-2. Still going to have on this day in Phillies history. That's also cool, too. The 1-2 delivery. It's inside. JJ, warm some water in the microwave for 30 seconds or so. Add a little salt and a short squeeze of lemon. And gargle with it. That'll help with your allergy. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I was drinking some tea. I had some tea with honey. But I was going to obviously have another cup of that after we're done with this. I was just cleaning the desk. I was literally just cleaning up yesterday and spent like 5 hours doing so. Just reorganizing everything. So, and then I caught that probably from a lot of dust and other things that were spread. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 7th. 2 gone. Phillies have a runner at third. The stretch and the pitch. It's outside and wide for ball 3. Anybody else want to mention anything about something different that we could add this year? I know that some people are just tuning on in, so I'm all up for ideas. All up for ideas. We talked about collabs. We talked about showing home plate during the games. We talked about minor league games, maybe doing a couple here and there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch is a foul ball. Doing more roundtable collabs with people. IRL streaming. For those of you that don't know what that means in real life. I keep forgetting I have to say that. 3-2 pitch, and that's on the outside corner for a called strike 3. DeMartini just did a little bat toss thinking that it was ball 4. Nope, that was strike 3, my friend. We're going to go to the bottom of the 7th. Phillies only have 3 hits today, and Blue Jays are going to come back on up. We'll take another quick step off, and we'll be right back. Back more after this. we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. 3-0 Jays. Taking on the Phillies. Andrew Walling is the new pitcher for the Phillies. So this is now their 6th pitcher that they have used today, Philadelphia. First pitch, there's a ground ball. It's hit over right in front of the mound. Catcher has to go charging towards it, barehanded. It fires over to first, not in time. It was also a little bit high. And the first baseman, Reyes, had to jump up and caught it, but obviously could not tag the bag. Any more ideas? Once a week, what does that say? Once a week recap of MLB, like the old This Week in Baseball. Send me that. This Week in Baseball. I'll have to see that. Bottom of the 7th, the pitch. That's a foul ball. This Week in Baseball, huh? Members of the week, or followers of the week. The problem with that, as the 0-1, and that's inside for a ball. The problem with that, and I know why a lot of content creators don't do it. You know, some people get really upset about it, and they're like, "Well, why am I not like, you know, up for it?" Or like, "I've been tuning on in for like this long. Like, how come I didn't win that?" You know, like, I'll do giveaways and stuff, but you guys are all my followers of the week, and I do mean that, but I know that some people would get upset. I'm not trying to stir that on here. 2 balls, 1 strike. But still an idea. Maybe we could do something, though, maybe we could pivot somewhere else, though, with that. The 2-1. Another swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2. James is here. What's up, James? Or do you remember the baseball brunch? The baseball bunch? I like the Brady bunch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch, ground ball hit over towards the right side. Second baseman has it, tosses it over to first, and there is out number 1. So, Josh Kasevich will step up to the plate. He singled his last time up. It takes a 92-mile-per-hour pitch, low, and it's a 1-0 count. The stretch and the pitch. Check swing, you went around. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Any of you guys play the show? 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch is another swing and a miss. 1-2. If you guys have not done so already, memberships, they are $2.99 a month. Now that we don't have them today, but during the regular season, we will definitely be putting out Phillies memberships, and we'll be doing some more emotes, and that'll be really cool too. 1-2 pitch, ground ball chopped on over to shortstop, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time for the second out of the inning. It was a show in the 70s, JJ. I think it was hosted by Johnny Bench. Huh. That's cool. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Keys, who homered his last time up, took one for a ride, stares at strike 1. And so the count is 0-1. The pitch. Another ball that's skied over towards the middle infield, and he'll be caught for out number 3 by the first baseman of the Phillies. That is Reyes, who just came on in not too long ago. We're going to head on over to the 8th inning. 3-0 3-0 Toronto. Oof, that was bad. That was terrible. That was not good. But it is what it is. I feel like that the world is right when baseball is back, you know? I feel peace. I feel like that everything makes sense. I was listening to on my timeline on YouTube, Mike and the Mad Dog have been popping up a lot. That's because I like watching compilations of prank calls to Mike Francesca. I've been falling asleep to that. It's just really funny. It really is. But when there was a video that popped up of when Francesca came on High Heat and reunited with Chris that way. And Chris said something that was really interesting that sort of stood out to me. This was posted, I believe that this aired like 8 years ago. He said that baseball is just one of the sports like where you can, it is just so easy to follow with the play-by-play on the radio. And it's just like, it's one of those sports, like it's so easy to follow along. And it's no disrespect to the other ones, but when you're listening to baseball on the radio, like you can follow every single pitch. And there's more storytelling to it. It's more of a relaxing sport. 1 ball, no strikes. And the next pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. So, and that's the cool part about it. It's calm. It's relaxing. And then there's moments where there's just drama. 1-1. That's up high for ball 2. And then playoff baseball. I mean, it's like a whodunit film. You're just into every single pitch. And you're just following along. 2-1. That's going to be ripped out to left field and go all the way towards the wall. That's a smoker, and that'll be a 2-bag for Reyes. And he will get on over at second base. Good job by him. So he gets on with a double. But Mad Dog Russo's right. You know? With the other sports, you know, you talk faster. It's more like it's tougher because it's not, the pace is different. The scene is different. And I think baseball, one of the reasons why, like, you hear a lot about, like, the great play-by-play announcers with baseball is because there's more stories to be told. There's more things that are just, you know, that you can just lay back and you can relax and you can talk about. You get more downtime as the 0-1 is in there for a strike. Then the action itself, because there's not much, it's like reading. You know, you can just follow along and talk. Or just listen. 1-1 pitch. It's low and outside for ball 2. The guy that's pitching, as Rincon is up to bat, Brian Rincon, that is. Guy on the mound for the Toronto Blue Jays, that is Stanifer. Gage Stanifer. He's 27 years old. The 2-1 offering. Swing and a miss. 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 2 balls, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 2-2. Foul ball again. Need to get a console and a PC since got divorced. Kind of need to start over. I'm sorry about that, my friend. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball hit over to third. That was pretty sharply. Third baseman picks it up, throws it across the diamond, and 1 gone. Runner stays put over at second. We watch and we listen to sports for entertainment to get away from the outside world drama for a little bit. Yeah. And you know what? As we're in the top of the 8th inning and there's 1 out, the next pitch, it's popped up, and that's going to be hit behind home plate. And that is going to go into about the 6th row or so. Yeah, it's an escape from reality, but, you know, there are life things that are in baseball too, and within sports, period, which I also think is really interesting as well. But you're right, it is an escape from the moment, and it's just cool. 1-1. The pitch. It's popped up. It's hit out over towards the infield grass, towards the right side. First baseman's there. Makes the catch. And that'll get 2 outs. Lots of people watch sports for the individual players' personalities, too. That's true. Arun Escobar had a standout sprint training last year. I remember that. He's up to bat for the first time today. He's going to chop one over to third. First third baseman has it, fires a strike over to first. And for 8 innings, the Phillies have not been able to get a run against the Toronto Blue Jays. We're going to head to the bottom of the 8th. 3-0 Jays. But that's true, too. There's players, there's personalities. Also, the other thing, too, that you don't necessarily even think about, and it's so true, some people really just like going to sporting events because of the mascots. And I learned a lot about that because I actually got to meet the Philly Fanatic a couple weeks ago. And that was really cool. Really, really nice guy. But you think about, I asked him, you know, after every performance that I do on here, after I take off the headset, people don't really know this, but I assess myself. And I always ask myself the question of, did I do the best that I could? And usually, like, the answer is always yes. But I always also ask myself, what went wrong? What could I have done better at tonight? What are some things that I did really well? And I asked him if he has those questions, and he says every single night he does. But the number one thing for him is to make every single fan happy when they step into that ballpark. I mean, it sounds so cliche, but that really is his goal. Where was I going with this? Well, to tie it all back together in a bow, I think that mascots are a part of the equation too. It's all a part of entertainment. The food, the atmosphere, the decibel levels of the sound effects, just even listening to the ball go into the glove. That's what's cool. Whenever I step on a baseball field, so many of my memories flush me from playing with the other sports, nothing anymore, and I was a die-hard football player. I didn't know that. That's cool. What position? Bottom of the 8th, 1 ball, no strikes. Nobody out. And here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. The guy that's up, by the way, that is Stubbs. C.J. Stubbs, who had a single back in the 6th inning. He's a catcher for the Jays. 1-1. Another chopper hit over towards the shortstop. Going to be a tough play. The throw over to first in time. Excellent job by Rincon to charge towards that baseball. They had to do so very quickly. And there's 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. JJ, do you scorebook preseason? How many books do you get to start the regular season? That's a great question. I already ordered 5. And as the first pitch to Penango is going to be fouled away. I got 5 this year. 5 different scorebooks. Or 5 of the same scorebooks, really. And this is Covey Sports. I get the big one. It has 12 players. I believe that it's 55 games. And I was going to keep score for spring training today, but then I forgot to. I sort of lost track of it. Whatever. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the next pitch is taken inside for ball 2. But usually I do. I usually do. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Baker is on the mound for the Phillies. We'll get you more info about him. 2-1. Swing and a miss. And the count is now 2-2. Baker is the 7th pitcher used today by the Phillies. This is Andrew Baker. 2-2 pitch. Grounded over to first base. And the first baseman gobbles it up and tags the bag for out number 2. Andrew is 25 years old. Born in Montgomery, Alabama. He's 6 feet 1 inch tall. And 190 pounds as well. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. We are now 21 subscribers away from getting to the 8,300 marker. McAdoo will get another crack at it. Charles McAdoo, that is, who singled his last time up and stares at a pitch that's inside and low. Baker winds up and delivers again. That was a slider that was low and away. So it's 2-0. Will you broadcast the World Baseball Classic? I am. March is going to be a busy, busy month. 2-0 pitch. Outside again for ball 3. Got World Baseball Classic. We got March Madness, the Sixers, and the Phillies. And then tomorrow, you guys asked for it. We'll do the gold medal game. You asked for it. You ask, you shall receive. Next pitch, and that's low again for ball 4. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. 3-0 Toronto. Philly Fanatic was cool, man. Bottom of the 8th, 2 away. The next pitch is outside and low for a ball. How does the person... Wait, what does it say? How does the person survive in that suit when it's warm? 1 ball, no strikes. And the next pitch again, swung on and missed. Doesn't matter even what the temperature is outside. I mean, he just sweats in that thing, for sure. A lot of cool stuff that I learned about from him. One ball, 1 strike. The toss back over to first. That is not in time. Doug says he started as a safety in midget football to nose tackle. It's from safety to nose tackle to your senior year. Huh. That's cool. 1-2 is the count. 2 away, bottom of the 8th. Toyota is in the box for the Jays. The stretch and the pitch. Low and away again. With another Stubbs? Yes. Two-two pitch. Outside again. And the count is now full. Three balls, 2 strikes, 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. The payoff pitch, down and away for ball 4. And that's going to put runners on at first and second base, with still 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. Don't forget, folks, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell icons too. That way you will know when we do go live. We got the Sixers tonight. Tomorrow, we got the gold medal USA versus Canada game that you guys requested us to do. Got that at 8 a.m. Got another spring training game at 1. And then got the Sixers again at 7 o'clock. So it's a busy weekend for us content-wise. And then Monday, we're off. Nothing going on Monday. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. There was a timeout taken. And everybody now goes back to their spots. After this, I have to take one more step off. These allergies, man, they're killing me. Figuratively. RJ Shrek is up to bat for the second time today. And the first pitch that he sees is a curve that's low and outside. I got to meet Aaron Judge, says James. Oh, that's so cool. And ask him what it takes to be the best. They said just give it all that you got every time. Sounds cliche. But that's why I'm the number 1 at my job. You're right. That's right. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. And the next pitch, another foul ball. But see, another thing about that is that just because, you know, he's right. Like, you got to give it all that you got. But, you know, you gotta show some passion, too. 1-2 pitch. That is a towering fly ball hit out to right field. And that's going to make it over to the warning track. And it'll stay in the yard for out number 3. Almost went out. And by the look of the bat, it looked like it was going to go, but it stayed in the yard. And we're going to go to the 9th inning. Last chance for the Phillies. They're down 3-0 against the Toronto Blue Jays. But yeah, if you want to be the best, you gotta put in the work, and you really gotta love what you do. You do. I've watched enough that I noticed you weren't looking down. That's right. But also, to be fair, too, and writing after the pitch play. The other thing about it, though, too, is that today I'm also trying to get used to just looking at my chat on the left side. Again, my setup's a little bit different, so doesn't really look like I'm playing around with things on stream, but I'm still trying to navigate through this because we just got ourselves a PC. If you guys did not hear the announcement, we made it on the Sixers stream at halftime. We posted it in our community tab that we were going to be making some special announcements. But one of the announcements was that I got myself a customized desktop. So that makes life a lot easier. I can run more things as I stream, which I'm very happy about. It's pretty much good to go. This is actually our second stream using this, and it's really powerful, so that's awesome. We also have started to make ourselves a wish list on Throne.com, and we got our very first gift from PJ. Another shout out to my guy. PJ got us a headset, another one of these. So that is really, really cool. And we also, you guys have been asking for months and months, is JJ going to get a P.O. box? And the answer is yes, we got one. And the address, I will make sure again that I posted it in the community tab. I know I've been a little bit behind on my work. Been trying to do a lot of things, tackle on a lot of stuff. But I will make sure that I post the address in the community. It'll be on the announcements. We'll also have a ticker, or not a ticker, a bot that sends notifications out during the stream that way. But yes, we do have ourselves a P.O. box as well. So you guys can send stuff in, and then we'll have P.O. box openings on every Wednesday during the 5th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is Brian Rincon who's up at the plate. 3-0 Toronto. The 1-1 pitch, and that's inside. This is Coleman, who is now the 8th pitcher that the Blue Jays have decided to go with today. Gage Stanifer was on the mound previously. 2-1. Up high for ball 3. 21 more subs till we get to the 8,300 marker. I raise a glass to the release of Nick. What's up, John? How you doing, man? 3-1 pitch. That's on the outside corner for strike 2. I'm surprised that you didn't see the announcement, my friend. As soon as we announced it live, Hardcore was like, John's going to have a cow. 3 balls, 2 strikes. In the top of the 9th inning. Rincon on the mound. The payoff pitch. There's a swing and a miss. Fastball right down the middle. And there's 1 gone in the top of the 9th inning. I think that we can all agree that the Fanatic is the best mascot in any sport. Yeah, it's tough to beat the Fanatic. It's tough. Tommy Lasorda, Paula Abdul, the Kiss Cam from last year. I mean, they've really put in a lot of emphasis to really get the kids involved and also just make it entertaining. 1 ball, no strikes. The next pitch, and that's in there for strike 1. There's a lot of great Fanatic videos. They spend a lot of time making those different segments. You know, there's a lot that goes on into it. So sad that baseball is a small sport here in Germany, says Ball Boy. Ball Boy! Good evening to you, my friend. 3 balls, 1 strike. Leo Verpiguero is in the batter's box, sitting on the right side. The 3-1 offering, and he takes strike 2 at the knees. It's funny. That's funny, man. Three balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. That ball is lined out to center field, and that'll be caught right on the nose to the center fielder for out number 2. And the Phillies are down to their final out. Let's go. Let's go, John. Let's go, baby. 2 outs, top of the 9th. I'm going to post the address one more time. I'm going to do that right now. Play by play with JJ. 2 outs. Leone is in the box. And the pitch is a foul ball. All right. That is the address for the P.O. box, again. And I will make sure again that I post it in the announcements. Next pitch. It's now 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the top of the 9th. So just a little bit of a short recap after this. Not really too much. During the regular season, again, we will bring the phones back and we'll have like a full post-game show. The 1-1. Ground ball hit over to shortstop. The shortstop stumbles for a second, and the game will continue as everybody's going to be safe. I don't know if they're going to call that an E6, but it looked like that it took, ended up taking Kasevich by surprise there. Let's go, says James. Let's go, man. I remember you talking about getting a P.O. box last year, and I suggested that you don't get one near your house. That is correct, and I listened to you. The balls, 1 strike. 2 away, top of the 9th. Oh, 1 pitch, another foul ball. And so the Phillies are down to their final strike. The runner was going over to second. Now has to retreat back over to first. The ball's 2 strikes, 2 away, top of the 9th inning. Nori is in the box. Coleman with the 0-2 pitch. It's low, taken for ball 1. I hope you're not allergic to cats. Her name is Esmeralda. She's 22 pounds, loves her feet rubbed. I'll throw in Neosporin and bandages. We do have somebody allergic to cats in the family. But she doesn't cooperate, I assume. 1-2. Another foul ball. Everybody, you need to relax. They're young guys, and it's only spring training. Yeah. It's just nice to have baseball back, you know? 1-2 pitch. And that is called a ball. But the catcher's going to challenge this, and I think that he has the right to do so. So this actually could end the game here. It'll be an ABS challenge. And it's marked just inside for ball 2. See, I reverse jinxed it. Aren't you proud of me? I reverse jinxed it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. But then again, it's not in real time. The 2-2 pitch. It's outside again for ball 3. If Nori gets on, then the tying run would come on up to the plate. JJ changed my sports life. Started keeping track of Sixers this year after not watching since the Iverson era. Oh, man, let's go. 3-2 pitch, and that's on the outside corner for a called strike 3, and the ball game is over. The Philadelphia Phillies start off the 2026 season in the L column and are 0-1 in spring training. So they lose their first game. Not only do they lose, but they get shut out by the Toronto Blue Jays by a final score of 3-0. Just 4 hits today from the Phillies. And they will be back tomorrow afternoon, and we will be on the call for that. Before I sign off, a couple things I wanted to point out from today's game, okay? Number 1, okay, this is a big spring training for the Phillies because when you look at guys like Justin Crawford, when you see Andrew Painter, when you see Aiden Miller and Gabriel Rincones, those guys are going to get a lot of eyeballs because the Phillies are in a position where, unfortunately, they need these guys to step up. And this is what they're banking on. This is what the organization is banking on, whether people like it or not. They need these young guys to produce, and they need them to make the team. So those guys are really getting a lot of eyeballs during spring training. So there really is something to watch for because you have guys in positions of need. Can Aiden Miller, take it up another level and be really strong? I don't know. Can he supposedly post a challenge over at third base for Bohm? Maybe. I have no clue. But we have to just wait and see. But the one positive that I did take away today, and I know it's just game one, but Justin Crawford looked pretty good. Justin Crawford played pretty well out in center field today, and I will say that is a positive. He had a foul ball that was a very long foul ball. Would have been a homer if it stayed fair, but it didn't. And then on the very next pitch, he lined a double out to center field. Also did show the speed a little bit, and also beat out an infield single too. So I'd say that was a positive from today. I will also say that it's just nice to have baseball back. Really, like that's just the nice part about it. Okay, I understand that this team has expectations, and I know that people are expecting them to, do really well, and they're holding them to a high standard, and rightfully so. But the sport itself, it's just nice to see. It's just good to have baseball back. I missed it. The weather looks really nice. So that's all I got for you today. Tonight we got the Sixers. They'll be playing at 7 o'clock. I'll make the thumbnail for that in a little bit. Then tomorrow we got the gold medal hockey game. We will be covering it, 8 o'clock a.m. Be there, or be squared. BJ squared. And then at 1 o'clock, we got another Phillies game. And then at 7 o'clock, it's another Sixers game. So we got a triple header tomorrow and a double header today. All right, I love you guys. Lila Tov. Thank you all so much for being on here. I will catch you all in the next one. All right. Peace.